All right, so excited this afternoon to have the one and only winner of American Idol 2011, Scotty McCreery. Has it been that long, Scotty?
Feels like another lifetime ago. It sure does.
Man, you've come a long way, though, a long way in that short period of time. I'm telling you, man. I've watched you literally just explode onto the scene, and man, it's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, we've had a fun ride these last 13 years, just going around the country, the world, and doing this country music thing.
I love it. And you're a North Carolina boy, too. Our station's here in North Carolina as well. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm down here at the beach on the coast this weekend. Or this week, I guess, for a week off. So love my home state for sure.
So I'm pulling you away from a vacation. What's up with that, man?
Less vacation. I mean, we have a 2-year-old running around and a beach house that's in need of constant repairs. So it's I don't know if you call it vacay, but we get a nice view at least.
Now, what beach are you at?
We're at Topsail Beach, just north of Wilmington.
Yep, so. Yep, very familiar with it. I used to work at Kicks 99.9 in Wilmington years ago. So
yeah. I hear you, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's called Jammin' 99.9 now or something like that. It's changed formats.
Yeah,
but anyway.
I think so.
So man, your latest single, Fall of Summer, we're playing it in hot rotation. It's climbing the charts. Tell me about it. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Yeah, thank you. We were just out there writing songs on the other part of the state, up in the mountains of North Carolina. It's the first time I'd ever done like a songwriting retreat, and I just brought all my best songwriting buddies from Nashville, and we sat around a fireplace outside for 3 days and did nothing but write songs. So this is just one of those songs that came out of it, and it's got that nostalgic kind of feel to it. And I love those kind of songs that get you thinking back. So hopefully people are enjoying it.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. That's for sure. Now you said in the mountains. That's actually where our studio is located. Where were you?
We're up in Linville, just kind of the App State Boone area.
That's hilarious that you said that, because our radio station is located in McDowell County, which Linville is part of McDowell County.
Yeah. Oh, no way, man. Wow. Well, one of these days I'll have to pop on over there when we're hanging out. I love it up there.
Yeah, man, we got a brand new studio coming out that we're moving into in October. It's gonna be right there in Marion on the 5-lane in Marion. So it's gonna be right in McDowell County there. But it's a Western wear store, and we're actually gonna have the studio inside the Western wear store. It's gonna be the coolest thing ever.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's like a match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, so you'll have to come by, man. We'll have to get some pictures made and do all kinds of cool stuff to promote your new album. How about that?
Dude, yeah, you don't have to twist my arm. I'd love it.
I love it. So I got to ask you, man, my favorite song you've ever done, and don't take offense to this, but my favorite song ever that you've ever done was Damn Straight. I just freaking love that song, dude. And,
well, thank you. Absolutely.
Well, thank you. But I mean, I got to know, man, what was the inspiration behind that? I mean, because, you had, I grew up on George Strait. I grew up on Alan Jackson. I grew up on Merle Haggard. I grew up on, that was the stuff I grew up on. And I'm assuming that was kind of where your headspace was when you wrote this one.
Yeah. I mean, I was the same way. I grew up in the 90s, and I feel like my favorite version of country music is 90s country. And there was just so much good coming out. You named a bunch of them, and Brooks and Dunn, and I mean, even, Reba and Shania. I mean, it was all across the board. So, but Straight, I mean, he's the king for a reason. He's got 60 plus number ones, and just keeps getting better and better with age. So, I feel like for this song, it was tough to narrow down what songs you wanted to throw in there, right? But the writers did a good job of that, and just weaving that story together with George Strait titles.
Yeah, I thought it was incredible. I mean, I thought it was absolutely brilliant myself. So good stuff. Good stuff. And you're talking about the 90s stuff kind of coming back. It is actually making a comeback. I mean, I did an interview not too long ago with Zach Top. I don't know if you know him or not.
He's so good.
But man, that dude, let me tell you something. I mean, that is, in my opinion, that is a modern day Alan Jackson right there. I mean, I'm just throw it out there. I really feel that's the way I feel about him,
Dude, his I'm right there with you. His songwriting matches Alan and kind of the cleverness, and even down to his looks, and he's tall and he's got the stash. I mean, he's right. He's a dead ringer for him.
He sure is. So tell me about your music. How's it evolved since winning American Idol back in 2011?
Yeah, well, I mean, shoot, I had no clue what I was doing back then. I just tried out for that show on a whim, and because all the fans out there, it worked out. But I've just tried to be a sponge, when I'm in Nashville writing songs and, getting to work with a bunch of different artists, just try to soak up all their knowledge. And I think as I've grown up and, I did that show when I was 16, 17 years old. I'm 30 years old now with a two-year-old almost, been married 6 years. So lived a lot more life now and have a lot more to say and know what I want my music to sound like. So hopefully people enjoy what I've got to say and how we're putting it out there.
That's awesome, man. And every time I heard you originally, I always thought of Josh Turner. I don't know why, but I mean, it was just, you kind of had that, and you hear you talking, it's like, you got that deep voice, So.
Yeah, well, that's my dude. I've been fortunate to get to know him and become buddies with him, but he was a huge inspiration for me. And people always compared our voices, but I always told him, man, his voice, as deep as I can go, I mean, he can just go 5-10 notes deeper. He can shake the earth with that voice he's got.
Dude, and let me tell you something. I love the fact that he's open about his faith too, and I love the fact that you are too. We even play some of your Christian stuff. We do on Sundays. We do something called a Country Faith Show, which is 6 a.m. to noon, and it's nothing but Christian country music for 6 hours.
I love it, man. I think it's important, especially in the crazy world we're living in now. And it's one of my favorite songs we have on this latest record. It's a song called Red Letter Blueprint, and I think that's. I think if we could all go to the good book for a blueprint on how to live our daily lives and how to treat others, I think the world would be a better place. So that's we got one of those songs on there for you for sure.
Amen. Actually, that's the one we play is Red Letter Blueprint.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. We've added on our Sunday morning show. So, so speaking of fatherhood, right? 2-year-old. So talk a little bit about how you balance that, and of course, doing touring and things like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still a work in progress learning that balance. I'm on the road a lot, and I try to bring them out as much as I can. We have the first year we call it the baby bus, but I guess last year was the first year we had it out, and he's got a crib on there and all his toys, and it's a different vibe than touring back in the day, but it's awesome. But it's family comes first, and I'm lucky to have a fun career, but it does take me away from the house a lot. So just finding that balance of how often I travel, how often I bring them with me, and so. But it's a cool thing that we get to do as a family. Any
pets travel with you or anything?
Yeah, my dog Moose is sitting here with me right now as I'm talking to you. So he's he hits the road with us too. We've got a little crate built into the bus that he loves. So we're the traveling McCreerys out there when we're on the road.
That's super cool, man. My buddy Brian Kelly has Sheriff with him all the time. Me and him talk about that all the time. So.
Yeah. It just makes anytime you're traveling the country as much as we do, and you can bring home with you, it definitely makes things better out there.
Oh, I know, because it's a lonely road. People don't realize that. I mean, I've been a drummer myself, and for some time we did some touring, and I got to tell you, man, it's a lonely road. People don't realize how lonely it is out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's you get thousands of people out there, a lot of nights, but it's just you and the road for most of it out there. So it's good to have people come along with you.
Exactly. So let me ask you this real quick. What if you had a memorable performance, right? One that literally just stuck out in your head as, wow, this is probably the biggest thing that I've ever experienced. What would you say that would be?
I mean, shoot, we got to do a show last year at Nebraska for 98,000 people. That was pretty big, but I mean, on a smaller scale of people, the biggest thing I think I've ever done is becoming a member of the Grand Ole Opry and getting Garth Brooks to invite me and Josh Turner and Randy Travis to do the induction. I mean, that was kind of that was always my lifetime goal in country music. So to have done that at 30 for me is like holy cow. So I'm still kind of pinching myself about that.
I bet so, man. I saw that whenever when they announced that Garth was going to induct you, and I'm like, oh man, that's got to be a big one for him.
Pretty awesome. I tell you, they say don't meet your heroes, but that's not true about Garth. He's just as cool as the other side of the pillow, and just treats everybody like their family. And so it's been pretty cool to get to know him and Josh and Randy and a bunch of others just over the years. It's pretty neat for a kid who grew up loving country music like me.
Dude, that is awesome. That's awesome. So, what's going on touring wise?
Yeah, I mean, we're out there. I pretty much go January through December. I've done that every year for 13 years now. So we're
Woo!
out there every month. And so well, I'm sure we'll be coming to a city near you if you're listening. But I think next year we have some plans lined up to hop on an arena tour with some good folks. So that'll be fun.
Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Well, I want to be respectful of your time. Let me ask you this: what the best way I would assume for people to get in touch with you would be your social media? Is that right?
Yep, I'm on all of them: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. At Scotty McCreery, 2 E's.
All right, man. Well, here's the deal. I'm following you on those. So if you'll follow me back, I'll tag you in these little reels and things as we put them out. So you can have those for your social media too. So
Perfect. I'll check you out. Absolutely.
awesome. Well, Scotty, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your time.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Hope to see you soon up there in the mountains.